Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Under the Ring podcast. It's me, your boy, the Silverback out. You know what? Silverback hasn't won anything for a minute. Silverback has not won anything for a minute. So after this show, I think I'm going back to you know what? I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. There we go.
You
Ladies and
going back?
gentlemen, it's your boy, the Kindango Almas. You know what I mean? Kindango Almas, is a champion. Silverback has been cruising, letting y'all get away with a lot of shit because he is a silverback getting old man yell at the sky. No fucking more. The Kindango Almas is back. And the reason I'm bringing Kindango Almas back is because, as we'll get into in this show, a lot of people are coming back to a certain promotion. But before we get into that, let me introduce the rest of these goons I got on the show with me today. Give it up for our producer, the man behind the boards, the one who gets this done, Mr. Wheezy02 Mongo. Say what's up, baby.
What's going on? Kenny's apparently going through his Lionheart Chris Jericho phase, so we'll deal with that.
Oh, God, no. Listen, my body has stayed the same. Actually, no, it didn't. I am going through my Lionheart because I did gain some Y2K weight.
Gain some lion pounds.
Hey, it looked like I ate a couple of Pumbas over here, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
God. What's up, folks? Thankfully, it's not been as crazy a news week, so we can all kind of settle down a little bit. Relax, kind of enjoy stuff. You know what, boys? It's been a pretty good few weeks of wrestling. It's been some pretty enjoyable stuff.
What's enjoyable right now is on my screen, Killer Kelly walking down the aisle, but that's another story here nor there. Joining me from Cincinnati, Ohio, he is the man who shares a birthday with me, the good stoner, Mr. Mike who? Mike Jones. Say what's up, baby.
What's good, UTR? Oh man, it's been last couple weeks of wrestling has been good. And also, the month of August is very, 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 very special. Today is my parents' anniversary. So
Happy anniversary, Mom, Pop.
So, Mom, Dad, happy anniversary. I love you guys. You guys are everything to me. Thank you for just bringing me onto this earth. Thank you for being just great parents that you are. I love you both. And also, a little bit after that, I'm going to just go ahead and get out the way. So, today's my parents' anniversary, right? On the 14th, you got my dad's birthday. So happy early birthday to my dad. On the 15th, the Queen of the Jones Castle is her birthday. My wife, Raven, Queen of the Castle. she's in the other room right now.
Acknowledge her.
Mm-hmm.
Right, acknowledge her.
So happy early birthday, babe. I'm going to spoil you rotten this weekend. And then, next Saturday, the good brother.
Grime time, baby.
It's my birthday, and it's going down next weekend. So, hey, I love the month of August. I love it.
And we get House of Dragon.
House of Dragon on the 21st, baby.
Right. And we get House of Dragon. August is a special month for me. Also, the other day was my father who passed away. Birthday, Pop. I miss you. I love you. See you in heaven one day when my time comes. On the 16th is my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, my boogers. I love you. And like Mike said, on the 20th is the Good Soners National Holiday. So everybody roll up on August 20th and get right for us. Joining us as always too, our street team captain, the Puerto Rican fiend, Daddy Magic himself, Mr. Boriel Maliente. Tito, say what's up.
What's going on, boys?
What's good, Rick? And last but certainly not least, joining us from Louisville, Kentucky, the reigning defending predictions
I'm
champion.
still here.
The reigning defending predictions champion. Walk, 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 walk.
The American nightmare. Matty Reigns. I put them together. I'm
You heard him,
here.
folks.
It has been a great few weeks of wrestling. People are coming back, but you know what's not coming back? Any of them is champion because it's about to be me.
Well,
It's about to
you
be me.
gotta
Already,
well,
I
Sweat
don't know. I
battle
think
of the belts. I sweat battle of the belts. I didn't even want to defend it, and I said I was gonna win, and I won. So now we gonna wait. What's next? Clash at the Castle, or does Impact have something coming up?
No.
I mean,
the Impact
joint.
to be fair, I was champion for like a day, like 2 weeks ago. So it's not like I've not been champion. I've been champion. I just it counts.
by luck.
I just
Always
didn't
on
keep
a 2-day pay-per-view. By luck, he becomes
Yeah.
champion and then loses it the next day.
It is the summer.
you want to know what's the
of Maddie.
bullshit?
It's the
Since
summer of Maddie.
Since I changed the rule about no other fucking belts, I haven't won this shit. Since I made it so that way it is one definitive fucking champion, I haven't won this motherfucker. You know what? Fuck this shit. Mongo, what fucking news we talking about? I know what I want to talk about. First thing I want to talk about, this motherfucker won't die. That's who I'm going to talk about. And y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. God damn it. Ric fucking Flair.
I don't
I'm
like you
about to-
starting it like that specifically. You could have said it any other way, but all right.
If you didn't find out, if y'all did not join us last week when we were talking about the death match that was Ric Flair's last match, Ric Flair revealed earlier today on his podcast with his son-in-law Conrad. He revealed that he really wishes he did not say that was his last match because he wants to wrestle more. He actually I honestly feel like Rick is lying. I don't think nobody made him an offer, but Rick swears that someone made him an offer.
I believe it.
But he's since he said that this is his last match, he ain't trying to lie no more. Even though he's, as far as everybody is concerned, he has been retired since WrestleMania 24.
I look older than Mike's dad, damn it, because with black people, when we get 50, that's when we start reversing our age. We grow up until 50 and then we start reversing. All right. So once I get 50, I'll go back down again. Damn it. What's going on, JT? Shit.
Got my nice little beard right here. This nice little collab.
Listen, Ric Flair, we all know, and we've said this time and time again, and as JT just pointed out, me being the old man, I've seen Ric Flair wrestle for literally, I've watched Ric Flair wrestle for 3 decades myself, personally.
Right.
Personally, I've watched him wrestle for 3 decades. I'm older than 3 decades, but I can clearly say 3 decades. That last match, there was like if you caught the podcast last week, you saw how me and Matt went in on it. That last match literally had myself, Matt, and anyone else watching thinking, "Oh my God, this man has died in the ring." And yet he's talking about he wishes it wasn't his last match. He made a comment about he passed out in the middle of the match.
He passed out twice.
Yeah, he passed out multiple
So-
times.
He said the idea he gave me the tag and I crawled, but I got all that, and then the people got all that. Thought they were really with it. I crawl over, cover, one save. Then at that point, along came the guitar, and then he says, "I passed out again. I just passed out." And Manny's going, "Sir, you have to wake up." He passed out twice during this match.
He was dead during the hot tag.
Listen,
When Andrade crawled over to him, I said, "How you gonna crawl over to somebody that's dead?" They
I
can't
will
save
pay
you.
for him not to wrestle.
He got tagged for the hot tag and got stuck on the ropes for like 35 seconds.
Yeah,
Easily. His body broke down.
And
Trying to get
he
to the
apparently-
broke down. It ain't never been broke up. His body been broken for like 50 years.
after the match, match, he goes back to the after party and like he's dehydrated. What do we do? Get him some beer. Not what you doing so much dehydrated. You don't go.
Yeah, he kept saying he was gonna go party with Kid Rock. No, you need to go be laying down with Jesus. That's what you need to be doing.
What he need to do was get in that bath with the salt, baby. That Epsom salt, and sit there and soak for 40 days. That's what the fuck he needed to do.
He need to be getting ready for his funeral. He need to be getting funeral fresh. That's what he need to be doing.
That's what you should
Listen.
Salt. Damn.
Listen, fucking, you are absolutely right, Reggie. It was Weekend at Rick's, not Weekend at Bernie's. And the thing about it was, his body was moving how Weekend at Bernie's 2 did when he was playing the music. Rick trying to get through the ropes looked like this, just kind of flopping around. Just first of all, when he took the suplex, everybody, even the announcers were like, "Oh my god." Why did they let him do that? Why did they let him do that?
That's why he had to go to multiple doctors to get cleared, because there's no right doctor that is really trying to keep a license. Ain't no real doctor probably like, yeah, you can wrestle. No.
He went to a doctor that had a practice inside of a van. That's what he went to.
He went to Dr. Nick.
He went to
everybody.
Not even. Margo, he went to the doctor that remember the first Jackass movie when the dude had the Hot Wheels car shoved up his ass, and the doctor said, "Don't tell nobody about this. Your friend knows. Your friend knows. That's too many people." That's the doctor Rick went to get cleared.
Because even me and Kenny are doctors, and we ain't. Me and Kenny are doctors, and we're not even clearing Rick. Come on now.
Remember that fucking dude that was impersonating the doctor when he was like 17?
Oh yeah, he ain't clearing Rick.
Yeah, he cleared Rick.
You know what? Rick went to the same doctor who keeps stitching PCO ass back together. That's the doctor that Rick went to get fucking cleared.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, that's a mechanic that put PCO back together.
And it sucks because, like, honestly, that car for the most part was pretty sick.
It was a great card. It was worth the money until that match happened.
Everything else gets forgotten about because and it was. I mean, how? Oh, geez, hard.
Truly said, watching a living legend clown himself. That is the perfect way to describe it, Mark. Like that is the perfect way to describe it. He is literally clowning himself. He is a caricature of himself now.
There's a point, if you didn't see it, where Jay and Jeff Jarrett go to the floor to like avoid Rick and Andrade, and it's like they're gonna count him out, but the ref just didn't count for like 3 minutes. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is happening? And it's like, oh, Rick's still on the mat. He's still
dead.
Down.
Dead.
We don't want to see this man die in the ring, man. We really don't.
He wants to.
Too late. Too late. We saw it in that match.
He's trying to be the wrestler.
I feel bad for Charlotte and everybody else in that family.
I feel bad.
They're trying their best to get him to not do this, and it's just not working.
Shout out to Charlotte for getting him to listen about that dive, though. Thanks.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, I thought he would go against her wishes on that one.
Look at this. Madison Rain on my TV 2 nights in a row. Might be the hardest working female in wrestling right now.
Yeah. Speaking of women in wrestling, another legend has seemingly retired. Mickie James was responding to a tweet where a fan asked if she was going to be Asuka's tag team partner for the tag team tournament to determine the new champions. And she said no, she feels that she's done with wrestling. But her and Nick Aldis are going to be watching the tournament live and reacting to it. So if it's true, the Mickey's done. And what a career she has
had. She had a great run.
Good Lord.
Great run.
She will go down as one of the best, probably not of her generation, but like best just in general women's wrestler. She's top 5 for what she's able to accomplish.
Easily.
Like, it's not even a question.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Easily. Like Mickie, I'm like let's be realistic. There are a couple of superstars that really need to thank Mickey James more than what they should. I'm gonna put it out there. Trish Stratus needs to thank Mickey fucking James.
Yep.
That feud, the feud with Trish Stratus and Mickey James, and Mickey being the whole stalker, and then coming out, that made Trish Stratus, honestly, in my opinion. That's when we honestly started seeing Trish wrestle because she was like me and you said before the show, Mongo. Most of the females during that time were former swimsuit models or fitness models that WWE found and was like, "Hey, you want to be a wrestler? Sure, we'll teach you how to wrestle." Mickey, as you pointed out, was actually a wrestler first. So when Trish got into that feud with Mickey, that actually allowed us to finally see that Trish had more in her repertoire than just boobs and a smile. So as much as everybody says, "Oh, Trish Stratus is the greatest," Trish Stratus is the greatest. Trish Stratus really needs to thank Mickey James for putting her to that point. That's my opinion. And as always, my one person's opinion does not affect the whole group.
Yeah, where's that at? Let me get that down. I was fine with that. There we go. All right, so I wouldn't say that
Yeah.
because Trish's feud with Victoria and Lita before that were pretty incredible. I'll say this: I think Mickey had a lot more interesting feuds than Trish did. Uh, Partly because she had just a lot better people to work with at the end of the day. Between who was around when she started working in WWE and then when she went to TNA, the quality that she had compared to what Trish had in the earlier days is not even comparable.
Not even. It's not.
Not even close.
Like with Trish coming over, with Mickey coming over to TNA, as I said, I wasn't a faithful TNA watcher like the way you guys were until recently. But when I did turn to it, it was always, I'm not gonna lie, Mickey James on my TV and a bunch of other good-looking women. I guess they were called
The beautiful people.
yes. They anytime I
The
turned
beautiful
to it,
people ran that shit for like 6-7 years.
Right.
every time I turned on Impact, it was Beautiful People versus Mickey James, or it was some Abyss match.
For the longest their division was literally just like it was Gail Kim, Mickey James, Awesome Kong,
Mm-hmm.
Angelina Love, Madison Rain.
And they
And
still
Love
managed to
and
get all of them
Rain
over.
and Love
Yep.
and Rain and Velvet, it took them a little while to kind of really get it. So it really had to be Gail and Mickey and all those other ones.
Yeah, they were the divas.
But they ended up getting there. They definitely turned it around. And Madison, we're talking about Madison later today. Madison's one of the best of her generation.
Mm-hmm.
Question, Mongo. I think you brought this up in a previous show before. Didn't Mia Yim say that after this little stint with Impact, she was done wrestling?
Mia Yim?
Yeah, because if that's the case, I can see why.
I don't know if she said that or not. I think she said that she wasn't going to be an Impact for like a long-term deal.
Yeah, I think she said she might have been done with wrestling after Impact. And
I
I'm gonna
think
be
she
honest.
said her impact deal was short.
Yeah, I think
So it's just Impact? I'm about to say because
Because
I'm looking at Mia
I
right
can see her
now.
going back.
I'm looking at her right now, and yeah, this isn't the same Mia Yim that used to be on Impact, or even the Mia Yim that first came into NXT. This isn't it. This isn't it. This Mia looks slow and lazy. Maybe it's because it's a Thursday show, and I do know the last pay-per-view she kind of stepped it up a little bit and did the Shelton run up the ladder dive off of it for that knockouts match that they had or whatever the case may be. But yeah, it's right now. Me and Yim isn't looking top, and I can see why. if she does decide to quit. But let's get back to Mickey James and other news. Actually, Mickey James helped put me and him on the map in Impact when she was on here. So Mickey's a Hall of Fame. End of the day.
Yeah. And then, I think like you brought up before, her coming to the Royal Rumble with the Impact Championship alone is a major, major moment.
Right, because WWE doesn't recognize anybody that's not a champion within WWE. So the fact that she came into the Rumble with her own music, wearing the Impact title, and they announced her as the champion, that was huge. That was huge.
She did the Empower thing for NWA, all women's pay per view.
Right.
A trailblazer in all kinds of ways. She is 100% a legend. So if she has done hell of a career, God bless her. She'll go down as one of the greats. I would like to see a few more out of her if she can, but if not, I can see why. There's not much else for her to do.
It really is.
She's already been at the top in like 3 different companies. What else is she going to do?
Right.
So let's get to Madison Rain. So Madison Rain was announced as a coach for AEW a few weeks back. And won her first match, and then her second match with the Jade this week.
And she got the monkey beat the shit out of her. Okay.
Jade beat the shit out of her. She
got the monkeypox beat out of her ass. Okay. I was sat there and I was like, good. And at the end of the match, we have Athena coming after Jade. So we know the next feud is definitely Jade and Athena. That's what they're ultimately building up to. Do you think they take the belt off Jade and put it on Athena?
I don't think they need to do that unless Jade's going for the top belt next.
Right. Which needs to happen.
So if so, that's what I think they're going to do. I don't know if it's going to be Athena or not, because also for AEW news, they had another injury with Chris Statlander, who just came back from a knee injury, and now she's blown her other knee out, which anybody here that knows injuries in sports, one knee is bad enough. When you blow both your knees and having to have both of them reconstructed, that is seriously affecting your game to the point where you're not the same person coming back.
Listen, don't be surprised when Statlander returns. Her theme music is broken, is shattered glass. You hear because that's what she's gonna be walking out looking like going to the ring. 2 knee braces with a limp. She's gonna be looking just like that.
And she was apparently set for a big push. I don't know if that meant maybe she was gonna dethrone Jade, or maybe she was going to be like a big challenger for Thunder coming up later, but they said that they had a big plan for her.
I think they were going to have her be Jade.
From what I saw, I think it was going to be Jade because you're right, Mongo. They were planning the big push with her because they gave her, I think it was her old music, and she kind of disassociated herself from the best friend a little bit to make herself a more serious persona and gimmick. So she probably was going to get that push. I believe it was Jade that they were thinking about.
Because how they were setting it up, because Jade has the baddies on the corner. They had Statlander, Athena, and before they pulled Ruby Soho out from that shit, Ruby Soho, they had all three of them. They had all 3 of them looking like they were all going to challenge Jade at some point for that belt.
And if for some reason Ruby got put with that,
I honestly feel like they're just writing it as they're going at this point with whatever they're doing with Jade. They don't know who they're going to crown. They don't know who. They just know that she's champion.
Yeah, they know that Jade's a moneymaker. They just don't know what to do next. Since Stats hurt, I guess Athena wins it. I just, it sucks for Stat. It does, because she's really good, and it's unfortunate. It really is. But, that company's had a lot of rough injury problems in the past. This has been a rough summer for them.
Yeah.
It's been a rough, but you know what? They're starting to get people back little by little.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting people back, they have receive their main person back, who popped up last night. But before we get into that, I want to talk about AEW a little bit, and I want to talk about one particular faction in particular, House of Black. House of Black, as we all know, consists of Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, Brody King. Last night, in a coffin match, you have 5'6", 145, maybe, but you know what, 160-pound Darby Allen against 6'6", 325 pounds of Brody King. Soon as the match starts, it's not even 2 minutes into the match, AEW. I looked at the clock. It was 8:02 and 38 seconds. The show comes on at 8 o'clock, folks. There was blood already at 8:02. Darby hit Brody in the head with a skateboard that had thumbtacks, busted him open, leaked him open. We got blood everywhere. That doesn't bother me as much. Yes, it does. It does bother me. The part that really bothers me is the fact that this was not a massacre by Brody. Why was this an actual match, number one, as far as it going the time frame it did? And why the fuck can House of Black not win when the hell it counts? They can't win shit, period. Whether it counts or whether it doesn't count. Every match for them counts at this point, and they can't win. There's the only match that they have won, Mongo, you pointed out yesterday, was the dim battle royal to see who would fight John Moxley, and Brody lost the next week.
Malachi lost the title match, the Fatal 4-Way title match. Like they just don't win big matches. They don't win.
I told y'all where they need to be at because they don't. It's obvious they do not fit in AEW. All they need to do is go on across the street, just going over to ROH. ROH has always had darker gimmicks. Punishment Martinez was definitely dark. They just need to go over to Ring of Honor. They fit everything that Ring of Honor stands for.
But at this point in time, with Tony Khan in charge, you don't know what's in store for Ring of Honor. When think about it, what you're talking about is 100% true. They've always had a darker image. They've always had the image of the better wrestler, the better wrestling promotion, things of that nature. And they pulled a sports entertainment move on the person that was holding the company down.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because Tony Khan is in charge. At the end of the day, Tony Khan likes to talk about how he's a wrestling fan. That's bullshit. He's a sports entertainment fan. He's a sports entertainment fan because he does a lot of shit that WWE did and is doing. Mm-hmm. He's a sports entertainment fan, and it's no fault of his because guess what? That is what we had access to watch. Sports entertainment.
It's so much stuff. It's so much stuff I read about AEW. I don't even know. I from the stuff I read, going down rabbit holes and going basically into like you know how they have like the dark web. I've like stumbled into the dark side of wrestling Twitter, and I don't like a lot of people say that AEW is like really going. It's really horrible there, and that Tony Khan is just like putting up a front like so bad. Like his dad told him to sit down and shut the fuck up regarding Warner Brothers Discovery because he almost fucked the deal up. like him going on these rants. Like people, it's a rumor. I don't know who started this shit. They're like, oh yeah, he's basically like a crackhead. He's just like. He just pops pills. He's always he does coke, and that's why he always acts erratically. And he has these rants.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I could believe it.
Where
I
it's
mean,
like
look at
him
who his daddy is.
him snapping at Dustin. Why did you snap at him like that? I don't know why he was saying we were going to have 2-day pay-per-views. Dude, you go on Busted Open Radio every week and just spill tea.
Yeah, you always hear things, but something did come out recently where he had to kind of like shut it down, and it was Dustin Rhodes saying that they might be doing 2
Good.
pay-per-views.
He told Dustin to shut the fuck up.
Right.
He told Dustin.
Stop that. You're white.
That's what he told Dustin.
He literally told him that I'm gold dust. Stop that. You're white.
You did it, Margo. You gave me control. You did it.
I did. You're right. That's all me. But I mean, I saw that going around, and then I saw people's reactions to it. And honestly, there was an idea that people had where it's like, okay, so one day's Ring of Honor and one day's AEW, kind of like would have
NXT.
one day of Takeover, and then one, yeah. And I was like,
that wouldn't be bad. That
would be beautiful.
That'd be dope.
And he's like, no, we're never doing 2-day pay-per-view. All right. I mean, I would have taken that from what the fans are saying and maybe thought about it before you just shut that shit down. But okay. All right, whatever.
That would be beautiful. But here's the thing. If they want to make Ring of Honor serious again, they need to give Ring of Honor a show.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple, Rampage ain't doing shit. Put Ring of Honor in that spot.
Well, Rampage is getting what? 4.
Rampage is on. Rampage is almost
450,000.
Rampage is on the outs.
Around 450,000 viewers a week, I think, is what they're averaging. You could have Ring of Honor stuff that you could have Ring of Honor. I mean, shit, Dark and Elevation. Shit, just replace one of those with the Ring of Honor, like something. There's a way. You can
No.
Weekly Ring of Honor.
No. Ring of Honor has been on YouTube for too fucking long. And if they wanted to be popular and if they wanted to be successful, because honestly, let's be realistic, as since we just mentioned it, he purchased Ring of Honor to be his version of NXT.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants it to be that, he needs to get it seen. Stop putting it on YouTube. Stop. If you don't want to get rid of Rampage, then do this. It's an hour show, half-hour Rampage, half-hour ROH.
Mm-hmm.
Or on Wednesdays, take so that way ROH gets a full hour a week. On Wednesdays, take a half hour out that show, turn it into ROH. ROH matches, put the ROH announcers on just for a half hour, go back to AEW. Friday, do the same thing with Rampage. Break it up.
Yeah, because we get them for title matches, but like we should have more than that. And then before Claudio and Wheeler won those belts, none of those guys were on TV. Like no Ring of Honor champions were on TV
At all.
Talked about. Now with Cesaro and Wheeler being in the same group with Mox, they get to be on TV with the belt all the time.
Yep,
and FTR with the belt.
Those aren't actual Ring of Honor talents. Those are AEW talents with Ring of Honor belts.
Yep.
Except for Claudio.
I guess Claudio is Claudio signed with Ring of Honor.
Claudio was remember what was revealed.
Claudio's originally
he was supposed to be ROH.
Right.
He just happened. Thanks to DB getting a concussion, he got to be in AEW.
I do wonder what his contract, because maybe I don't know if that was signed before that happened or not. If that was like that's the plan, then I was curious. But like FTR, they're champs, but they're not.
They're not defending the belts on TV.
Yeah, they can't carry them. But like then when Yuta, of course, he's a AEW talent with a Ring of Honor belt. We could have more of them show up
and defend the
on
belts
the TV
on
shows,
TV.
not not darker or Rampage. Like
They
more
had-
When's the last time you saw Mercedes Martinez on TV and she's the Ring of Honor Women's Champ?
Listen, Impact has done more for Ring of Honor people than AEW, who actually owns fucking Ring of Honor. I'm looking at Rocky Romero right now on my goddamn screen. I
For belt,
was looking
isn't
for the X Division belt against my man Speedball. All right, like they have a whole faction in Impact. Honor no more.
Now the faction sucks, but beside the point. The point is the faction
Right.
is there.
Right.
They're always featured.
in a main storyline
Mhm. They're always featured.
every week. Every fucking week, Vincent and his fucking dirty ass feet pop up on this goddamn screen.
Yo's crazy ass doing crazy shit. PCO is
Right.
the only motherfucker in that group that actually wins matches. I swear to God. I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch them. Like they always get either screw or just lose. But PCO. Will
Oh no,
win
no,
a-
Kenny King wins too. Kenny King wins too.
Yeah, Kenny King won. Did Kenny King win tonight? Kenny
No,
King,
lost.
he does, but like it's mostly PCO. And I feel the same way about them as I do about House of Black. They should probably win more if they're like this invading force.
But going back to House
they might
of Black.
win tomorrow.
But going back to House of Black, you now have a feud going on between Malachi and Sting. What does this do for Malachi?
but also Miro.
Yeah, Miro's in the background.
Also Miro.
For some reason, Miro is like a background player in this.
He's having conflicts of joining House of Black or tearing them apart.
Like, what sense does this make? I've said it once and I'm saying it again. I don't see any difference in how certain people who jump ship over to AEW are being treated than what they were doing in WWE.
Yeah. Yep. Especially with Andrade, Miro, and Malachi. It's the exact
Pac
same.
is a fucking champion that we never see defend his fucking title. We get an update.
He's defending
get
it
an update.
overseas
Yeah,
on
he's defending
dark.
overseas.
That was the whole point. They said the whole point of the belt was for it to be defended overseas. Because
Show those fucking matches.
They need to, but I don't think they're even bothering to record them. That's why they give y'all those little minor little updates.
It's kind of like what
No, they do. They show him on dark.
They show him on dark. But it's kind of like when they did the women's tournament, and they're like, half these matches are going to be in Japan, half are going to be over here. I'm like, all right, cool. So we're going to see those Japanese matches? No.
No.
And if you put them on YouTube, you're killing a tournament. It's just like you're killing the belt. Having those matches on YouTube. Put that shit
Right.
on
Like we
Dynamite.
had no idea who Lil Dude was. Who was in the finals. We had no idea who Lil Man was in that women's final.
Oh, buddy.
All right? Yeah. We had no idea who that Lil Man was. But because of that shit. Stop putting shit on YouTube. ROH, put it on television. House of Black, start winning. Start winning. But let's get into the major return for AEW. CM Punk returned after Moxley defeated old Lionheart Chris Jericho. Or Lionheart. The Lionheart Chris Jericho showed up. And first of all, he ripped Mox's earring out his ear.
Fucking
That was
disgusting.
gross. That was gross, but nothing will beat what Randy Orton did to Jeff Hardy's ear.
Oh, the screwdriver.
Yeah. Nothing will beat that shit. Nothing will beat that.
He molested that man's ear.
No, that was a full on takies. That's what that was. All right, like so we had blood with that, and at the end we had. I'm not gonna lie, I hate CM Punk. We know this. This is not any secret whatsoever.
Right.
That was a pretty good stare down between him and Mox. And the reason it was a good stare down, was because of how Mox reacted when he turned around and saw Punk. Mox made that stare down.
Yeah, because it's like, bitch, I've been carrying this company on my back. What you mean you showing up now?
Right.
Like Mox said a couple weeks ago, he said, "Fuck that interim shit. I'm a 2-time champ."
Yeah.
Right.
Mox
He even said it today.
He's always going to be the character that's just going to be like, fuck kayfabe. No. Fuck an interim. I'm a 2-time champion.
Pretty much.
I don't blame him for saying that. It was stupid. He knows it's stupid.
He even said it before the match. He cut that little promo. He said, "We already got the FTW belt." He was like, "I'm gonna call this the FTI. Fuck the interim belt."
Did you guys see the thing on Twitter last night? It was their stare down, and then it was that Limp Bizkit song from The Rock and Stone Cold video package. Like, you think you're special?
Oh Lord!
Oh, Lord.
I'll never get tired of that joke.
No.
That's one of my favorite jokes. It's a stare down, and you have to add that.
You're special.
Yeah,
you do. I can see it in your eyes.
Mox made that stare down interesting. Don't want to see the match, but I'm going to. But I'm going to because I have to give my fans my opinion, whether I liked it or whether I like the people in it or not. I will still be very honest about the match. No, I won't. I'll probably still say it sucked just because there's fucking Punk in it. But this is what we're getting. Now, enough with AEW. Let's get back to the nitty gritty. We got some peoples that showed up in the WWE.
Hold on, before we do that, one more thing for AEW.
Fuck
next week, looks like another Kenny will be making his impactful return.
He's back because the Bucks asked Hangman out
the Bucks asked to be the Hung Bucks again,
and he said,
Hangman said, "I'm hung enough."
Hangman said, "Listen, I appreciate the offer, but these guys have been there for me."
Dark Order said, "Remember what they did to you. Don't try to be their friend again."
All of us.
Not me.
Damn, Mongo.
COVID took that. That's we'll just say COVID.
It's a side effect of Delta.
Right.
They'll tell you about that, but it's true. Look, you can
right. See?
I'm
a doctor. Duh.
So Kenny Omega might be coming back. So that would mean that we get Bryan back, Punk back, Omega back.
What's Cesaro? Well, Claudio,
and then Cole's back soon. So a lot of their major players that were hurt are back now.
Right on time because Vince is gone and Trips is saying what's old is new again because he's bringing everybody back.
So let's get into that then. We saw last week on SmackDown. We saw the return of Karrion Kross
with hair.
Charlotte. With hair.
Scary Kross.
Scary Harry Kross.
He beat the shit out of Drew McIntyre, and oh my God, it was
that was a hate crime. That was a hate crime.
It was this easy, Vince. It was this easy. It was so. That's all you had to do. That's it. Yeah. That's all you had to do.
You didn't have to put him in the BDSM outfit.
His character was scary. Like Triple H had him perfect. Mm-hmm. All he had to do was push him. All Vince had to do was take him, put him on Raw. That's all he had to do.
Copy and paste. That's it.
Nope, you had to put him in the like you said, the BDSM gear.
Take away Scarlett.
Take away Scarlett. Have him wrestle on main event.
Lose to Jeff Hardy in his first match. Like what the fuck?
Did have him lose the NXT title.
Here's the
It
thing.
could not have been any worse, and I'll never get it because
Here's what I'm thinking happened. Here's what I'm thinking happened. Hold on, guys. I'm thinking Cross got called up to the main roster. They told him to bring his stuff. His stuff got lost. Vince made an order for a replacement of stuff. But instead of getting his stuff, he got somebody else's. The old dodgeball switch. Remember their first matchup in dodgeball? When they got I think that's what happened.
after his match, he walks up to an old man and he's like, "You must be Big Daddy."
Right. I think that's what happened. It was the dodgeball switch. And Vince was and it got Linda excited, so Vince said, the wife likes it, keep it. So that's what happened.
Though, that makes more sense than him just like, what is his name? Karrion Kross? We'll put him in BDSM gear. Scarlet, who's a Scarlet? Like, it makes more sense that something got lost in the mail than Vince just because, like, I've said it so many times over the past 2-3 years. There has never been a wrestler coming up from another company that I'm like, that is Vince McMahon gold. More than nobody. The only one was close to him was Keith, and again, still fucked up Keith Lee. But those are the two where I'm like, oh, can't miss layup. Oh my God, they're gonna be nope. Vince just didn't.
And this is when we thought Karrion Kross was just follically challenged.
Yeah, we thought it was bald.
We just thought he was just unfortunately bald. We were like, oh, he's bald and he's just scary. Like, okay, he embraced it. Nope, he laughed and was like, guess what, y'all? I can grow hair.
But he chose bald. That's terrifying.
Like, you chose to do that?
If you choose to be bald, you're a scary motherfucker. That's like,
when he showed up with the hair, I said, oh my God.
And he headbutted the fuck out of Drew and started beating Drew down. And then put the clock in front of Roman. Boom. You now have an instant setup.
And how long did that take? What, 2 minutes?
Took 2 minutes, and I'm pretty sure
no talking was involved during that 2 minutes either.
No talking, but I bet you that man that one-on-one is gonna become a triple threat, I bet.
Oh yeah.
Ain't no way you beat Drew's ass like that and you don't get added to the title match.
Oh yeah.
Because if I got beat up like that, I'm gonna be like, no, he need to get in it. Come on. But y'all about your chances. Fuck my chances. I'm beating his ass. And I'm gonna beat Roman's ass.
So reports are the Cross is now the number 2 heel on SmackDown, which good choice.
Right.
It's either that or Sheamus, and I love Sheamus, but no.
And Gunther ain't ready. Not yet.
Right. So yeah, Cross being number 2 is perfect. Then we go to Raw. Raw was really great. We got more stuff about the women's tag title tournament, which is finally happening. And I think we had a match, didn't we, Monday?
We had
Io Sky and Dakota beat Dana and Tamina.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they got like 10 minutes of time. They got a lot more time than we thought it was going to get.
And it was a good little match too. It was a good little match.
Trips is finding balance.
Trips got a good match out of Dana and Tamina.
He's finding balance so that 3 hours. The 3 hours in the last 2 weeks has not felt like 3 hours.
No. Right.
So that's what, like, I would put a challenge out. I would put a challenge out for UTR and TR, top rope and under the ring. Hey, y'all got threads. These shows are easier to talk about now.
Right, much easier.
Come on out to the thread.
Right, because I watched the other day and I was like, shit, it's 10 o'clock already? When the fuck did 2 hours pass by? Oh,
and part of it is like the threaded, interwoven story from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And this week we saw it on Raw after Kevin Owens murdered Ezekiel.
There are a lot of... Triple H is a very angry man.
He's letting it be known.
A lot of hate crimes lately. This man been going through it.
And people been getting snuffed left and right.
Because he had Drew get hate crimed. He had Ezekiel get hate crime. He probably gonna become Elias again.
Prophet's got hate crime myself. I mean, let's be honest.
Riddle coming back from a hate crime.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. And then so after that,
KO's in the back. He's being interviewed, and then we see a car wreck behind him.
That was a hate crime too.
Like,
Right.
Drive-by hate crime.
What was
What the
that?
fuck was that?
And then like we see Dewdrop and Nikki Ash ride a car. Like, what is happening? What's all this? Cops run by trying to chase somebody. Did somebody just like crash into the park and like, what's happening?
That was the most Raw versus SmackDown cutscene
Oh my god!
part of Raw ever. Because Nikki Ash looks ridiculous. She already looked ridiculous before the Vince stuff. She looks even more ridiculous in this new world of Triple H.
She does not.
She looks like your created wrestler standing next to Dewdrop, and you have them chasing after some mysterious vacant. We'll just call him vacant dude. Cops. It's like, what is going on? Am I on the road to WrestleMania, or is this Monday Night Raw?
And then we have the Ciampa blast match, which was really, really great for Ciampa. He lost, but it was a great match.
Man, I thought he was about to win.
I thought he was going to win. I really did.
He came out with Harley Race's jacket.
Harley Race. Yeah.
He lost that, but he looked good.
And
he lost.
And if you noticed, Ciampa, since Vince is gone, Ciampa stopped dyeing his beard.
Oh, he's letting it go gray. Yeah.
Because Triple H don't care. Because Triple H is bald and old and gray.
It's all that because it makes Ciampa look like a veteran that knows what he's doing.
It makes him look like a scary ass wily squirrel too.
That's the fucking psychopath.
Right.
So after that, AJ fights Miz in the main event. Ciampa gets involved, but AJ wins. And then right as the feed is about to cut,
and they made sure we saw it.
Rushes the barricade, gets caught by security, but his feed cuts.
Freaky Man is back.
I heard that on the other side of the states, the feed kept going and it showed who it was.
Oh,
but if you're on the East Coast, we didn't see it. We had to go to YouTube to find out who it was. They just showed him get arrested, and then AJ's like, "All right, anyway, I won." Like that was it. That was the end of Raw. And when you go to see the video, it's Dexter Lumis.
Freaky Man is back, baby.
Because on commentary, the way they did it on USA, they did the camera angle perfectly. You see AJ celebrating, and you just see a hooded a person standing there in all black. There, and we kind of can make out his face, but we kind of can't. But for some of us, we're looking like, nah, we know who that is. We know that's Lumis. And we hear one of them on commentary go, "Oh, AJ Styles is celebrating." Hold up. Is that Dexter Lumis? They got real quiet. We heard like Graves or something. Is that Dexter Lumis? Then they just credits. Because they made it seem like he ain't supposed to be here. Like he fired. What he show up for? And Lumis was dressed as if he escaped from somewhere.
Just like Enzo when he tried to invade the show.
Right.
So like Dexter coming back is such a crazy thing because like Dexter is not one of the crazy indie wrestling gods that Trips loved to sign for NXT, but he was a character that Trips really liked.
Yeah.
Dexter's a character. And Trips needs characters.
Was one of the,
that's gonna work.
One of the first gimmicks I really, really took a liking to in NXT, besides like Finn and like the obvious people, like Dexter Lumis. I was like, this dude doesn't talk. So it's like he has to go above and beyond and do extra stuff to make him, like, to get himself over. And he does an extraordinary job of doing that.
It's going to be good. I don't know what he's going to do next, but I'm really excited about it.
And he's such a great artist. Like, it's ridiculous that he can actually draw and stuff.
I did love that. So he showed up at NWA for like one show to attack somebody. And that guy went on Twitter and was like, "Wait, so this guy jumped me from behind, whooped my ass, and left?" So, sometimes that's how life is, man. You don't get.
Did you hear about Freddie Prinze Jr.? What happened to him? He has this podcast, and I saw the story on K-Side. He's been planning on doing getting his own promotion started up. his champion that he had already picked out was going to be Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross was working with him, and they were in the middle of getting everything. They're trying to get stuff put together when all the Vince stuff happens. The Vince stuff happens, and right when it happened, he said, as soon as I saw the news that Trips was taking over, he said, I already knew Trips was probably going to call him. So he said, lo and behold, like a day later, Kross calls him. No, Kross sends him a text saying, hey, I need some advice. Can you call me? And he got in contact with him, and Kross basically told him, like, yeah, they're calling me. Like, Triple H just called me. They're offering me. And Freddie Prinze Jr. kept it real with him and said, I expected Triple H to call you as soon as I found out the news. Dude, you be a fool to try and stay. Like, don't stop your career to try and be my champion. Dude, you've set out to be WWE champion. Like, I can go on. I'm not going to be hurt. And Karrion Kross showed up on SmackDown the next day after that. So,
Side note, Matt, your ass is defending your belt. There's an Impact paper. There's an Impact
Tomorrow.
pay-per-view Saturday. Tomorrow.
no. No.
There's an Impact pay-per-view.
No.
We always do Impact. Yes, we do. Yes, you
because I
do.
had defended last week.
Yeah, we defended that piece of shit. That ain't even a fucking pay-per-view.
I don't give a fuck. It's an Impact. It's an Impact pay-per-view. Yes, it is.
Y'all gotta ask Mongo. I ain't the one that's over it. Y'all gotta ask Mongo. Does Mongo want to sanction this?
Damn, I wanted to wrap this up and take my ass to bed.
Yeah. See?
All we gotta do is do these predictions, and we outie, bro. We can do the predictions right now.
Pass me the belt, Matt.
Let's do these predictions right now.
Do it, Matt. Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're right. We always do Impact specials. So we've done every Impact special.
Now watch. No one wins or someone ties.
Nah. Fuck that. The Almas is back, baby. The Almas is back, baby.
Let me set this up. Y'all,
he said y'all keep talking about stuff. It's not gonna take long because none of us been watching Impact too much, so we all gonna wind up picking.
Yeah, but I gotta like set this up, so I don't gotta type every single thing for a while. So y'all keep going about something else.
I'm looking forward to trying to think of anything else that happened on Raw. We also got our women's tag team title tournament. Hopefully,
we're gonna. Hopefully, I want to talk about one thing. This whole Dominic coming over to Finn and Priest and them, it's
getting played out. It's being stretched out too far. Dom's having a lot of fun though. Dom is getting
molested.
Dom is getting dominated. Dom is getting dominated.
Okay, that boy is getting molestioed.
That boy's name is Dominated Mysterio.
He living everyone's dreams though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, Rhea
don't
like being called daddy. She like being called that.
Don't send Dominic to jail with that name.
True, they know about him in jail because they see him getting towed up on TV. They ain't got it's bedtime by that time.
Listen, it's been time for Dominic to break away from Ray, and this feud is old. But the thing that concerns me is what would be the next step for Judgment Day?
I don't think there is going to be a next step. I really feel like they announced earlier this week that it's going to be Edge versus Priest. I'm like, oh great, so he's probably going to be Priest. So that's step one. Rhea is just there. They've effectively, I guess they're still just like, we don't want her to wrestle yet, so she's just gonna beat up Dominic. That's as much physical activity as she's gonna do. Right. And so after that, he's gonna be Priest. Finn. It's gonna be Finn after that. Mm-hmm. And then after that, that's it.
Like,
He will have defeated Judgment Day, and Judgment Day will probably split. They'll either go their separate ways or just be lame duck status as, oh, you guys are evil, but everybody beats you. We don't care about you. That doesn't benefit anybody. That just puts them back to where they were at. It doesn't help them. Priest will be right back where he was at, except he's bad. Finn will be right back where he's at, except he's wearing pants. And Rhea will be Rhea because she really she's not going to be affected in any of this. All she needs to do is have one good match, have a banger in a gauntlet match or something like that, or become a number one contender, and she's legitimized again just like that. But Finn and Priest, they're fucked.
Right. Especially now with returning people. Especially now with, well, you know what? Here's the thing. They may not be fucked because those are both also Tripp's boys. We know.
Yeah, they are.
We know Finn Trips.
Yep.
All the fucking way.
That whole group is full of Trips' pet projects, so they'll be fine. The group itself, I don't think lasts much longer. Like
I honestly,
Vince telling Edge, "We're gonna go supernatural," and then Edge didn't want to be part of that. And pulling it like that was the it. That was the end. That was the it. Like there was no. That was done.
We just got lucky that Vince got in trouble.
There's no fixing that group.
Right.
Just kill it and just move on. Unless we're about to have Dom turn and then like they're gonna break Ray's legs and then Matt and Kenny will be happy. We'll go from there. But
I was about to say, did Matt and Kenny come in and jump Ray like, oh dang, Tripp signed us too?
All right,
we here to beat up Ray.
Here we go. We're doing the emergence prediction.
Yes, sir.
Ass.
I don't give a fuck what you call it.
Ass.
I don't give a fuck what you call it.
Emerge
baby.
ass.
The Almas is back, baby. Tranquilo, baby.
This will be Matty Reigns' equivalent of facing a returning John Cena.
Oh, don't let Kenny Cena show up, boy. All right, first match, we got Jack Evans versus my boy, Speedball, Mike Bailey, for the X Division Championship. Tito, who you got?
Give me a Speedball.
Give me, yep.
Speedball, baby.
Give me the druggie. Give me the drug, man.
Next, we got Sabin and Kushida versus Violent by Design.
If this matters, it's Dina and Joe Doran. If it makes a difference.
Okay, so give me Kushida and Sabin.
Yep.
I love that they're called the Time Rippers, and then him and Shelly are called the Time Splitters.
Oh, they're not. I just made that up.
Oh, okay. I was just like, okay, that's kind of cool.
I was like, it's a ripoff, right? So we'll just, it's not Shelly, it's Sabin, so it's a little different.
Yeah, give me.
Hey, listen. Whoever out there, listen. Impact. I know y'all watch our shit sometimes. Listen, don't be if you're gonna use that for them, give us some money for that shit.
Give us some money and some Impact Plus subscriptions.
You heard that shit here.
Sponsor us.
Look, I'll just settle for a Johnny Swinger T-shirt. I'll be honest with you.
I got
T-shirt
one
signed by Johnny Swinger. I'll be all right.
You know what? I can't say nothing. Our boy, me and Mike got the personalized Swinger. Get what? Happy birthday, Daddy.
Oh yeah.
My bro got one too.
Right.
Swing Daddy.
Swing man. Everyone loves a swing daddy.
Saban and Kushida, but I may change that or something.
You ain't the only one.
Dude.
You know what? Give me Violent by Design.
Yep.
All right, everybody. This is where they lose.
This is where Matt retains.
I'm going with the Time Rippers.
And that ain't my official change, so hold your horses.
Right. Bandito versus Ray Horse. Who you got? Tito.
Give me Bandito.
Yeah, I'm going Bandito.
Same.
Ray Horse doing right now? Anything? Isn't Bandito working with AEW now? Isn't Bandito doing that 6-man with Andrade and Roosh?
No, that's Lee.
Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee, remember, because all the dragons, since it's House of Dragon, they're going to be doing dragon stuff. Dragons. Right. Luchasaurus.
Okay. So in that case, since that's not Bandito, I'm gonna go a little wild on this one and say Ray Horse.
I will go with the majority and go with Bandito.
Next up, we got VXT. We got Green and Perazo versus Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie. Ooh.
Give me VXT.
Now this might decide the title.
This one does seem the most complicated. Yeah.
Give me
Alex Shelley got PTO.
You know what? Give me VXT.
Alex Shelley got that time off to get his ass beat. Must be nice. I ain't taking time off to get my ass beat. I'm relaxed.
No, give me Rosemary and Taya. Give me Rosemary and Taya.
Why do you want this excuse? Absence. Oh, to get my ass beat.
Same.
God damn you, Michael. Michael's going the same thing I'm going, Mongo. Son of a bitch. Stop. Think like yourself.
Yeah.
Stop thinking like
that was for last time.
Go right ahead and tie.
Those switcheroos you did.
And then the tie goes gonna happen. And this will be still right here.
Nope. So one of those picks will be changed.
The only World Heavyweight Intercontinental Champion. What is Mongo picking? VXT.
Shit. Yeah, I'm going to VXT.
VXT.
what you picking, champ?
I mean, Green and Perazo sound good. Like Rosemary and Taya, it seems like they just got those. I'm gonna go with Rosemary and Taya.
They got it like 2 pay-per-views ago.
All right, I'm gonna go with Rosemary and Taya.
Mia Yim versus Jordan Grace. For the
Thank you, Mongo. Everybody's going Josh for that last one because we know Alex Shelley has a day job.
Right.
He ain't got time to be. He got to work the desk. He ain't got time to be world champion.
All right. Mia Yim versus Jordan Grace. Anybody not going Grace? Okay, throw everybody down for Grace for that one.
Everybody going with Grace. Joshua Gresham's
all right.
booth.
Here's one that might be another difficult one too. Bullet Club versus Honor No More.
So here's the thing. Here's the stipulation. If Honor No More wins, they get a tag title shot against Bullet Club.
Oh God.
If Bullet Club wins, Honor No More disbands permanently.
Oh God.
Tito, who you got?
Glad I am
So,
the champion.
Who from Bullet Club is fighting, and who from Honor No More is fighting?
Ace Austin, Chris Bay, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Hikuleu versus Eddie Edwards, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, PCO, and Vincent.
So everybody.
Oh man.
Not Kenny King.
Right.
Right. Everybody except Kenny King. With the
Uh,
whole damn Bullet Club that's in
Minus right. They basically Kenny King and
Jay
Switchblade
White.
are they the MVPs. They don't settle. They don't wrestle. On
Give me Honor No More.
Give me give me the Bullet Club, baby.
Give me Honor No More.
All right.
Here's the thing. Before RRS started going again with AEW, Honor No More came over and it was like, yeah, they're going to sign the whole group. I think it was rumored that they had signed the majority of the group. But I don't know if that ever got proven factual.
Right.
I don't know if they really did. Because if they did, I would keep it Honor No More. But because I don't know if that's a thing that happened, and since Ring of Honor's kind of starting to come back, I don't know if. I think this might be just the end of Honor No More.
This is Impact. Those motherfuckers are not afraid to have people who aren't signed with the company win.
I mean, it's just a tag title shot. That's what we have to remember. It's just a tag title shot.
Title shot, or the group gets disbanded. So it's either that or like this group is just gone forever. And like they can still come back, but they'll be individuals. So yeah, I guess I'll go Honor No More.
Because you got to think about it. If they're gonna disband them, they're not gonna disband them at Emergence.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be at the next major pay-per-view.
I guess Honor No More is the safest option. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Honor No More.
And last but not
This is
least,
gonna be a good ass match.
as we already know what we're doing for the main event, last but not least is Steve Macklin versus Sam Callahan.
Jesus.
Somebody gonna die in that matchup.
Right. You took the words right out of my mouth. This thing die.
Both of them like hurting people.
Mm-hmm.
Tito, who you got?
Damn. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Did Sammy win his last match in the pay-per-view?
No, he lost because of Steve Macklin.
Because of Steve.
Oh shit.
So does he get it back or does Steve win? Give me McNuggets.
Taking Mackie.
Has Macklin been on like a winning streak?
Mm-hmm.
He's been on a killing streak since he got there. He's been on a killing streak since he got the Impact.
He wins most of his stuff, but I don't know if he's actually been on a winning streak. Not really. He's lost a lot.
I feel like every time I see him, that motherfucker wins.
Pay-per-view matches he's been winning.
The last few Impact matches he's had, he fought James Storm one-on-one, beat him. But he lost in a lot of multi-man matches. He beat PCO. So he loses in multi-man matches. He wins in singles, except he did lose to Chris Sabin and Tomohiro Ishii back-to-back. So it's an enigma. You don't really know.
Oh, and Mackie.
And Callahan, he could lose and not lose anything.
Right.
Or
like Callahan in Impact is Teflon. You can't make him a loser. It's just he'll be all right.
yeah, give me Macklin.
Oh, they're showing pretty current stuff on
You
for the
son
New
of a
Japan.
bitch.
I will be going Sammy.
Well,
And so what, motherfucker? Mongo, you ain't slick.
I mean, nothing I said changed. I'm still gonna go Callahan.
I was gonna go Callahan anyway too.
Yeah, give me Callahan, goddamn it.
I was already gonna pick Callahan. I let Mongo talk.
I wasn't speaking lies. That's just how
speaking
I see
riddles, motherfucker.
I wasn't even gonna try and go in depth on that. I'm just like, I'm gonna go Sammy. If somebody ties, I'm gonna pick what I'm gonna pick. If somebody ties, we know what the result is. Matty Reigns.
So honestly, for Impact Special, this is pretty divided.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna have a tie. It would be tough. Not looking bad, guys. Not looking bad at all.
It's all right. I'll take the title off of Matt, and then he can get it back at Clash of Castle. We got this already worked out.
Yep.
Or
I'm just right and I win. And
I'm getting the title and I ain't letting it go. God damn it.
Matt wins tomorrow, then he'll lose Clash of the Castle, then he'll win at AEW show the next day.
Nope.
Because that's how it works every fucking time.
Not this time, baby. Not this time. Not this time. Once I win it, that's it. Keeping it.
Exactly.
Keeping it. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to follow us at facebook.com/undertheringpod and twitch.tv/underthering. Don't forget, we're here just about every Thursday, 8:30-ish. You know, the best way to find out is to follow the damn page.
Right.
Follow our page and you'll know exactly what time we
and turn on the notifications.
Ding, ding, ding. Don't forget to follow us also on Twitter. We have our boy Greg Bush SK. You got me, Rock Ribs 44. You got our boy Mr. Fresh Beard, Mike. We got the right answer, Mr. Matty Reigns, and last but not least,
We gonna get you do the ring announcement with AAA.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure. The next time you see us, I will be champ. So, prepare for that magic. Prepare for that magic, folks. See y'all later.